According to the Oklahoma Department of Transportation, I-35 carries between 100 and 127,000 cars through Moore daily. Moore Assistant City Manager Stan Drake says the City of Moore has partnered with ODOT and the City of Norman for a multi-phase traffic study to determine the best course of action along the I-35 corridor.
This is a roadmap for future improvements. There's no funding source at this time. All three entities are a part of the study. So all three entities have had their voice has been heard, and I think it's a good plan. Hopefully we do more of this in the future.
The corridor study targets traffic between 4th Street and Moore and Robinson Avenue in Norman. As phase 1 of the study comes to an end, Drake says there's one harsh reality that has to be faced.
The right-of-way on the existing I-35 corridor is not going to change. It's as wide as it's ever going to be. So what we have to do, the task at hand, is to try to move through traffic as fast and safe as possible through that corridor without the least amount of congestion.
One possible solution that could help traffic in Moore is the addition of an access road.
Just like between our 4th Street and 19th Street. We don't have a service road on the east side there between 19th and 4th Street besides Sam's. Well, that would be a huge benefit to the City of Moore because it'd take that much traffic from crossing that overpass and route them a different direction.
Drake believes the addition of an access road in this area is one likely change that could happen within the next few years, if funding becomes available. One other area that will almost certainly be rebuilt is the Indian Hills Road interchange.
That overpass will be rebuilt in the near future. It was already in the 8-year plan at ODOT when we started this traffic study. So it will be built. I don't know the exact timeline, but I'd say within the next year to 18 months.
Other changes are possible, but Drake wants residents to understand those changes depend on available funding and urgency. For example, the new 34th Street Bridge might see some hoped-for changes somewhere in the future.
That could possibly someday have on and off ramps. And then, these bridges and overpasses, they're aging, they're going to need repairs. There's different types of overpasses where you can move much more traffic at a much faster pace. So you could plug that in for future improvements.
That means residents hoping for changes in the 19th Street overpass aren't likely to see any near-term changes. But as the bridge ages, it's possible that somewhere down the line, it could be replaced with an interchange similar to the new Main Street and Lindsay bridges in Norman.
That's a spooey, and those move a lot of traffic. First time you pull up to one, it's a little fearful, but once you get used to them, they work well and they move a lot of traffic.
This new I-35 corridor study is just beginning, so Drake wants to remind folks that it will be some time before any new projects actually begin in Moore.
The funding sources have to occur, and the way ODOT addresses funding is, the need. In other words, where's the most congestion? Where's the biggest problem? That's what they want to try to resolve.